Hey, welcome back, beautiful boomers. So this is Unprecedented Times with Miss Gloria, and I was thinking about the aging process. And one of the reasons I was thinking about it is because I went home for the weekend. I went to New York just to visit for an event, and I saw some people that I hadn't seen in at least 3 or 4 decades. And I was startled because I remember the last time I saw them, we were all looking like, well, young. Well, let me tell you, I looked at them. Some of them were on canes. All of them, of course, had gray hair. And, excuse me if I'm a little bit distracted, but I'm just still picturing in my mind what my friends looked like. And I think it was just a shock, we didn't get to see each other day to day or week to week or even year to year at the events, and we just kind of like boom saw each other after 3 or 4 decades. And they were like, oh my gosh, Gloria, it's good to see you. And I'm happy to say, many of them say, oh my God, you look good. And I'm happy about that, but I know I don't look like how I looked when I was 20 years old or even 30. But I did the best I could. I took care of myself. I didn't abuse any drugs. I didn't even use drugs. Talking about abuse drugs, I didn't even use drugs, but I'm just so shocked and stunned at how everybody looked, and some were not looking very well. But I was just so happy that they were just there, that they were just alive. So it wasn't just about like, oh my God, everybody looked terrible. It was about, well, at least my acquaintances were, they were alive. And so that's what that was all about, my trip to New York and thinking about aging. And they got this thing about something called aging gracefully. Well, you age how you age. Because I look at my face and I see, I don't particularly have a whole bunch of wrinkles considering my face, but my face don't look the same as it did 10 or even 5 years ago. I'm noticing some indentation, some lines and creases that I didn't notice before. And I'm like, wow, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, and I'm just going to accept what I see. I'm not going to try to do anything to make it go away. I'm going to say, wow, this is interesting. I look different. And say, wow, this is how I'm going to look at this time in my life, huh? And I'm going to be okay with that because it's all a part of the experience of who I am. If I had a chance to do something to make things different, would I do it? No. I'm not going to do anything. I just put a little powder on here, perhaps, and maybe I'll put a little bit of lip enhancement on, like get my lips a little color. But other than that, I'm not going to do anything significant to change anything. I'm very blessed. I'm happy. I got a little scar here from surgery that I had. And, your face and your body, it just tells a story. It tells a story of your own journey. And we all had our own personal journeys. So why would I want to take away, just the pictures of what were part of my journey. And just reminders, I'm very happy to be here. Because a lot of people can go through spine surgery and absolutely not make it, and I did. But I was just thinking about my friends and my acquaintances and the aging process and how people do all kinds of things and spend millions of dollars to try to look a certain kind of way. And of course, that's a personal choice if that's what they want to do. Fortunately, we live here in the United States and we have a right to do what we want to do with regard to what we look like. But me personally, I would check my reasons for wanting to just go ahead and change everything with regard to the way I look. Who I am is an experience. It's like, yeah, I am an experience. I have experienced a lot of different things in my life, and they are my face is a testimony to that, and my body and my neck and my arms and my legs, my whole body. It's a testimony to my life, to Gloria, to who I really am, to who I honestly am, and how I want to look. And as far as how I do my hair and put some lipstick on and a little bit of powder, that's just little superficial coverings. But as far as everything else, it's going to be me, and it's going to always be me. And it was nice to at least see that my acquaintances and my friends were still alive and doing as well as they were. But the aging process, it will catch up with you, and There's not a problem with that at all. I think the most important thing is to be healthy. More important than anything with regard to aging is to be healthy, because that's what's going to keep you here. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be here, the most important thing is to be healthy. Not worrying about what lines you have here and lines over here and this over there. I'm perfect just the way I am. Hey, baby boomers, this is the unprecedented times. Unprecedented times for boomers with Miss Gloria.